Greetings, everyone. I haven't made a video in a long time, but I am looking to get my videos a little bit better organized for the earthquake stabilization project. Now, today here, I'm going to be looking at the above ground grounding because I had to disassemble the underground components of the earthquake stabilization project, which was the Accu-Vac grounding part. I noticed a difference in the energy and shift and such, and I didn't want to put it under the ground, but I used this pot here where I bionize my no, my stones and my crystal sand and whatnot, and I just put it here for protection in hopes that it will stay dry. Oh my goodness, something nibbled here. Wow. So I may have to redo this, or maybe it's when my neighbor moved it. So the Accu-Vac, as you can see, is in there. It's a different style one, but still. There's a cable attached to it that runs down and into the ground. And I had a very unusual experience with it. This is why I decided to do this video. What happened was that I had it set up like that. I forgot to tell my neighbor who cuts the grass to not touch it. But he went ahead and he was probably mad because I had moved it or whatever and jerked it up, which might explain why it's broken, and put it on top of the rocket stove. Lo and behold, I was inside the house during that particular time. I heard him start cutting the grass out there. And all of a sudden, from 1 second to the next, I got super nauseous and super dizzy, and I had to lay down. It was extreme. So I ended up having to rest for a little while until he knocked at the door to get his money, usually wants cash. And I realized that he had moved the setup. So whether it was his energy from touching the grounding wire going into the Accu-Vac or the pulling away from the grounding itself, it affected me energetically big time. So of course, in the meantime, I've asked him not to do this. But that kind of tells you what kind of energetic grounding that can have, even above ground. As long as you run a cable to ground it under the ground, it is still protective. And it's different grounding than when I ground barefoot on the grass. This type of grounding is more like in the, what would I call it, in the outside auric area, auric field. And the other one is more in the physical. I also can ground inside the house. People use mats and all kinds of other ways to do this, which can be very beneficial during these high energy shifts we're having. And if you don't believe me, check out some of these postings about the Schumann resonance. I mean, usually it's like 7.85 or used to be to 11 or something like that. But in recent months, we've been looking at 70 hertz, 100 and somewhat not. So it's kind of big time changes. And I don't even know that we're in the middle of the shift yet. I just think that we're approaching whatever is coming. This harmonizing the planet, the people, the animals, as you can see, they're moving, and all of that also is impacting how the earth is responding to us. Thus, the earthquake stabilization project is about harmonizing beneficial frequencies, vibrations. If we can at least grid that energy with the right kind of people, that would be great. And here I want to again suggest, please don't use welded pieces for tools. In fact, if you want to do one of the mega main stations, feel free to contact me. The reason being that my energy is gone already into so many pieces that I work with, and they're all interconnected. that you would become part of that grid. There are many things I publish, but there are also many things I cannot convey over the internet. I would have to do some things in person. A few things are proprietary. And so, right now, you might think that, oh, this is an expense. It's cheap compared to what it's going to be once the word is out that this is working. My aim is to have an entire smaller town uh, set up, maybe 8 or 12 or 16 stations around it. And perhaps even in the center, I'd have to kind of go and see what the energy is doing in that place. In a seismic area, perhaps Alaska or California. And once this earthquake starts going in that direction and they start mellowing down, well, sorry about that, we may see that the impact of the stations are helping to minimize the destruction in that area, if there's any at all. I don't know. I mean, this is extrapolated from the results that I have seen. So as always, thank you for watching.